Okay, I think we're ready to go. So good evening, everyone. I am Janine Avila, and I thank you for your time. We know your time is important, and I appreciate you carving out a little time to get on here tonight. There's me, we already know that. So we're gonna get started. And number one, if you could please mute and unmute your phones. I like to show this. We're all pretty familiar with Zoom nowadays, but this is where the controls are. And if you have any kind of noise going on, if you could please hit mute, because this call is being recorded for people that can't get on at this particular time. We appreciate you getting on live, but we do ask you to mute. If for some reason you want to unmute because you want to say something, you can do that in the same spot. If you have, we love seeing your faces with the video, but you can also turn your video off. Sometimes you got stuff going on or you want to eat and grab your dinner or do whatever, and you don't want us to be seeing the video. So that's where you do that. So please do that. We invite you to join us. We have ideas and solutions and we want to partner with you. That's what our rally call is. The rally defined is to come together to renew an effort and join in a common cause. And that's really what we're doing here. Our mission is to help contribute to the health, wealth, and happiness of our customers and members by providing the highest quality nutritional products that you can get. They've been studied by science and researched, and we want to make them readily available to your friends, family, and customers around the world. The reason we're rallying together is because the last 2 years have been a journey, and wow, we're not out of it yet, are we? And it's felt a lot like we're pushing this boulder up the hill. We've all had different challenges that we've had to deal with. The pandemic, the uncertainty that it brought, loss of wages, fear, which is continuing, loss of family and friends, loneliness, change, so many things that it's time to say, what can we do? How do we prepare for our future? So one is we want to behave like Uber and Amazon. And sometimes people realize if there's an extra $500 to $2,000 a month, that could really help. So we want to do something that's not complicated, that anybody can join, whether you get involved with the products or a little more, which we'll talk about later. So what we're talking about is building healthy habits with HWH products. And the habits mean putting these products in your body every single day and doing other things like getting the right amount of sleep and having a good program regimen and really controlling the amount of negativity. Like, don't bury yourself and get consumed in the news. That's a formula for stress and depression. Check in with the news, but don't sit there and watch it and believe every little thing you see, because it's going to end up taking away from your mental peace. So we're here at HWH, and Clinton Howard, a long time ago, got going with his quality assurance lab where these products are tested. You want really great nutritional products that work. They work when you put them in your body, and we know they have in them what they say that's in them, because there's Shauna Grant, who is our quality control person who works in our lab and tests all the products that we order from different people, because we have very unique ingredients that we want to make sure that everything is in place. Clinton Howard put that in place when he started researching these products more than 30 years ago. What you're going to begin to see is this Clinton Howard seal, the quality assurance that promises you and certifies for you that your products have been tested in the Clinton Howard Quality Assurance Laboratory. I just want to tell you a story that'll begin to unfold during this quick presentation about Mr. Chan Heng Phai, who was living over here in Singapore and Hong Kong, and Dr. Clinton Howard, who was over here in Dallas, Texas. And this was about 40 years ago, and these two men did not know each other, but they were both on a mission, and their paths would cross later in life. But like so many of us, they didn't know what was going to happen later in their lives. They were on their own journeys and their own missions. And here's a snapshot some 40 years later where they both went on Mr. Clinton Howard went on to become a pioneer in the research of aloe vera and nutritional and the benefits and what would happen. He began a chain of laboratories. He was the first one to start networked laboratories where you could have laboratories that promised consistency. And that's what we want. Right now, we're all concerned with our immune systems and our health and the nutrition that we're putting in our bodies. And many of you know, like back in the 50s, if you were growing a garden and the food had all the nutrients in it, if you were eating carrots and tomatoes and salad, you knew you were getting the proper nutrition. Today, that's not true because the soil has been depleted. And unless you're growing your own organic garden and you're putting the nutrients in the ground, and you know that because you did it yourself, or you know somebody that did it and you trust that it happened, you're not getting the nutrition in your food. You can't simply eat carrots and expect that you would get what you got out of them 30 or 40 years ago. Clinton Howard dedicated his life to researching the proper nutrients and products that you could put in your body to help you so that you could live a long and healthy life. And we lost Mr. Howard this January. And just last week, August 14th, would have been Mr. Howard's 93rd birthday. He lived to be 92 and was of a sharp mind until his last day. And we're proud and happy to carry on his amazing products that he cared so much about that he dedicated his life to. And he handed the company off to a man who, again, like I told you, he didn't know 40 years ago, but Mr. Heng Fai Chan was taking off on a journey of rescuing companies that were in trouble, and his business experience and his business acumen helped him to save companies, to rescue companies, and to help them prosper and grow. And Clinton Howard met Mr. Chan, and they talked about what his vision, what Clinton Howard's vision was for carrying on these amazing products and getting them out to the world in a very big way. And that's what we're doing here today. Mr. Chan was up for the challenge. He's over there in Singapore, and he's across the ocean, but he's in touch. He's always calling us. I see him once a week. He's a great guy. He knows so much about business. So he'll keep this company strong and healthy. And he cares very much about nutrition. And oftentimes when we're on Zoom calls with him, he's on his treadmill while he's talking to us because he understands healthy habits and exercise are an important part of having a healthy mind and a happy life. So I'm going to tell you just a little bit more about us here at HWH. We understand the importance of staying informed on the latest developments in health and self-care, and not just our products. Of course, we want you to believe and take our products, but there's a lot more to health and self-care than simply taking the right nutritional supplements. So we provide a blog called Spotlight on Health, and we talk to you about our products, but we also talk to you about, like, how many people do you know that suffer from allergies and all different things that you can do to help improve your health. We're going to talk to you about the top 5 superfoods. These are the top 5 superfoods. Some of these products, some of these superfoods we have in our products, and others we just want you to know about. Number 1, spirulina is at one of the top of the list, and we'll talk about that a little bit more. Artichokes, pomegranate, olives, and elderberries. Elderberry syrup. Who doesn't give elderberry syrup to their little kids when they get a cough? So let's jump over to spirulina. One of our main products that I'm extremely fond of and truly cannot live without is spirulina. That's how you say it, spirulina. Spirulina is a blue-green algae, and it's usually available in powdered form. It comes in tablets. We sell it both ways, and I'll show you that in just a minute. It gets its name because it's in a little spiral shape, as you can see here. But what's really important for you to know for the health of your body is spirulina contains all the amino acids, and they're in their natural form. And what that means to you is they're easily assimilated into the body. You can get amino acids, which you need for the function of the body, but oftentimes they're synthetic and they're not assimilated as easily into the body. It's also a complete protein, and it has low amounts of methionine, cysteine, and lysine, but it's a super product. There's more protein in spirulina than you can get in a steak. And it's a very good product for vegans and vegetarians because it's high in B12. Some of these things I'm telling you are not on the slides. I just know them because I worked with Dr. Christopher Hills and I've studied spirulina most of my life. So every product, spirulina included, that we market comes with a fact sheet. And on these fact sheets, you'll find the different ways you can take it. Every fact sheet contains the key benefits. And like on this one, you can see it shows you the price, and it tells you it's a vegetarian source of protein. Well, it's not just vegetarians that need protein. A lot of us are skipping meals and we're not getting the right amount of protein that we need for brain function and body function. It's also a super product to cleanse and detoxify. And a lot of people need that, especially if you've been sick, if you've been through something, if you've been taking prescription drugs. We need to cleanse that stuff, or drugs of any kind. People need to cleanse that out of their body. It's an excellent source of phytonutrients. Phytonutrients are from plants, and that puts energy in the body. And you know, when you get in the habit of fueling the body instead of filling the body, like I like pasta and carbs and spaghetti and all that stuff. But what I know is that's not fuel. That will make me want to lay down on the couch. That doesn't make me want to get up and do what I need to do. So fuel your body with the high octane fuel like spirulina, and you will be amazed. You take 2 teaspoons of spirulina, blend it in a smoothie if you want to take it that way. Personally, I'm not a smoothie person. I'm on the run all the time. I don't want to go mix it up in the blender. So, well, before I show you the way I take it, 1 tablespoon, 7 grams, has about 4 grams of protein, 20 calories, just 20, 2 grams of carbohydrates, and 1 gram. It's also filled with vitamins and minerals. I love spirulina. Before we leave it, I actually thought I had the slide in here, but I don't. It takes 18 tablets to equal 1 tablespoon of spirulina. So the way I like to take my spirulina is the tablets, and I'll take a whole handful of them with water. I don't take 18 at a time. Sometimes I do, but I usually take about half that, and then I take another half in a little bit. And the way I do it is I personally will spread the spirulina. I'm like a cow. I'm grazing on spirulina all day. I keep taking those tablets. And for me, those of you that know me, I've always had a lot of energy. I raised 7 kids on my own. I've always had a busy career. And one of the key things people will always ask me is, where do you get your energy? And I get my energy from spirulina. It's the fuel that I put in my body. It's high octane. So the artichoke liver cleanse is another product we have that I highly recommend. The liver, we all know, is one of the most overused organs during the pandemic, and still alcohol consumption shot through the roof because people were upset. They were home. I'm not saying it was good or bad. I'm just saying it's a fact. So clean out that liver, give it a break, and help yourself. Healthy liver, gallbladder support. How many people have trouble with their gallbladder? And it aids in the digestive process. You must know that if you do not digest your foods properly, you're going to have some health concerns. Digestion is a problem. That's why Rolaids and Tums and Prilosec and all these things are a $1 billion market. You don't have to waste money on these Band-Aid fixes. Put the proper nutrition, give your body the raw materials it needs, and it will function for you in a much better state. I'm going to talk to you a little bit right now about SA Core. That is the next generation of stem cell support. You want to regenerate your cells. So this is going to help you. This product works with you to regenerate your stem cells. And this is going to give your body the fuel and the recovery power that it needs. It supports the body's production of urolithin A. And urolithin A is a powerful ingredient that you've got in here that's going to help you to restore, recover from anything you have going on, but most importantly, give you the energy to keep those cells recreating themselves in a healthy manner. You don't want to have unhealthy cells. And the elderberry fruit powder, of course, we talked about elderberry. It's one of the superfoods. So SA Core is a powerful addition to any nutritional routine. Microhydrin, this is our flagship product. Microhydrin helps the body run stronger, longer. So whether you're a marathon athlete or you're running your first 5K, or you're just trying to get enough energy to get up and get on the treadmill or run around the block, run stronger, longer. You might be a young single mom like I was, with a strong need for energy, mental focus, stamina, and endurance. So you want Microhydrin. Microhydrin is going to work in so many areas of the body. Energy and endurance, number one, reduces soreness. And after exercise, how many times you like cramp up and you feel sore? When you take this Microhydrin before you work out, you're going to have fabulous results. It helps balance the body's pH. How many of you know if your pH is out of balance, you're going to get sick? That's just a fact. And it's a powerful antioxidant, which is protection for the body. What is it Grandma used to say? An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. And that's what this is here. This is prevention. This is fuel, and you want to protect your body. Again, unless you're growing your own oranges and lemons and you're putting the nutrients in the soil and you're harvesting the fruit and then you're eating it, you're not getting what you need to stay happy and healthy. So it says you can take 2 capsules twice a day. You can take more than that. This is all natural nutritional supplements. So protect yourself. VitAloe. This is one of Clinton Howard's original formulas. And this is a great product. It's got the benefits of aloe vera, and it does what it says it's going to do. Think of vitality and the protection of aloe. How many of us know if you want to heal a burn, you break the aloe plant and you smear it on there? This is how you heal your body from the inside out, and you're putting aloe on the inside of your body. This is a powder, and you can dump it in your favorite juice. Cranberry, I mix it up in cranberry juice. It's easy. You don't need a blender. You just put a scoop in your juice, whatever kind of juice you prefer. And I'm sure a lot of people have different recipes. You can dump it in your smoothie, but it supports cellular function with the polysaccharides. It supports normal bowel function. A lot of people have a lot of problems with their bowels and they don't want to talk about it. I worked with a doctor once who said many people in this country are dying of embarrassment. And I said, what do you mean by that? And he said, they won't talk about what's not happening in the bowels. You should be having at least 3 bowel movements a day. A healthy colon will cause you to eliminate after every meal. And if you're not doing that, you need to increase your bowel function. Elimination is a key component of health. You really have to make sure you're eliminating all the toxins, all the foods daily. And that's it's a signal that you might want to take a look. So get this aloe. You can go to the drugstore and you can buy all these laxative and all these Band-Aid things, but we're talking about nutritional ingredients that work with the body to do the things that the body was designed to do. So I really encourage everyone to be putting a scoop of VitAloe in their favorite juice or smoothie mix every day. Being a SmartShip customer, SmartShip customers get a 10% discount on every product that they order on SmartShip. And that's easy to do. If you don't know, you can talk to the person that asked you to get on this call, and they can quickly show you how you can do that. But that gives you a 10% discount on all these products. It makes them convenient. They're delivered right to your door. You will not run out. You do not have to put a mask on and go to the store and buy things. They come right to you, and you do get a premium discount. So that's our program that we have set up for our loyal customers. So that's really the end of our product presentation tonight, and to talk to you about what products we have to offer. And I certainly hope that you will talk to the person who asked you to get on this call tonight and go in and take a look at our products. Go to hwhmarketplace.com and have a look at what products you could add to fuel your body and to fuel your family, so that you have a happy, healthy family and everybody can keep up with everybody. So that's our product portion. And we're going to take a quick break. And if you're at all interested in making money from home, we do have an affiliate program. And a lot of people are sick and tired because they're not getting the proper nutrients. And many people get sick and tired because they have tremendous stress, because they can't make ends meet. Perhaps they lost their job or expenses are skyrocketing. I know when I was in California, fuel was at almost $5 a gallon, and costs of everything are going up across the world. Cost of living is higher. And if an extra $300 to $500 a month can make a difference for you, you might want to stick around. We have 2 websites, as I told you, HWH Marketplace, where you can go and all you'll find there are amazing products and how you can order them. You can get them on SmartShip. Our affiliate marketing program, if you can't stick around for another 10 or 15 minutes, probably 10, is HWH Gig. It's a side gig. It's a side hustle, a way to make some extra money. But if you want to drop off now, you're welcome to do so. We're going to take a quick 1-minute stretch break, and then we're going to come back and we're just going to talk about something you could do from home that could literally alter the course of your life for yourself and your family if you're interested in doing that. If not, we're so happy you joined us, and we really encourage you to take advantage of these amazing products. They work when you put them in their body. We make fabulous products, but it's really not what we make, it's what we make possible, which is a healthy and happy lifestyle. So we're going to take a quick break, and then we'll be right back. Okay, we are going to get started. And okay, so when we talk about what we can do as an affiliate, what we're talking about, something here with SmartShip program and with our HWH products and the ability to have your own business from home, is to be able to have controlled and predictable income. And you can't really do that with your job. It can be predictable, I guess, but you can create. And you see, I love this picture because it shows a person kind of cultivating what they're doing with their money. And what we're doing here as an affiliate is you have the ability to not only do that, but to create residual income. So what's residual income? Residual income is that you continue to receive after the initial effort has been expended. So it's like a recording artist or somebody who writes a book, and every time somebody buys the book, they get a royalty or a commission. So the way it works here is you simply share your favorite product. Let's say you get started with Spirulina, or you've already been started and you love VitAloe or you love the True Aloe. So you tell a couple of people about it, they get started, you send them to HWH Marketplace, they put your name in as their sponsor. And I mean, really, how many times do we find something we love on Amazon, or they have a little arrow there, we send a link to somebody else and they buy it. Amazon doesn't send us a spiff for that. But this is a way, what we have that is something that Uber and Lyft and Airbnb and all these other side gigs don't have, is residual income. You do the work once, you share the product, maybe you convince, encourage somebody, you send them some product information, you send them one of those fact sheets, maybe even go over their house and give them a sample and they try it. And then every time they buy it for the rest of their life and yours, you get paid. That's residual income. That's how you have an income that keeps growing.
Janine, let me interrupt you just for a minute. For some reason, your screen's not working. We're not seeing the PowerPoint.
You're not? Okay, let me see what happened. I didn't do anything different.
Yes, I am.
I'm seeing the PowerPoint.
Okay, then something's wrong with my computer. I'm locked on Dottie Kemper's name. That's all I see.
Okay, all right. Well,
sorry, it's mine.
No problem. Thank you. I'm glad. I was like, what did I do? I didn't know. Okay, thank you though. I'm sure you'll get it sorted out. Okay, so our mission is health, wealth, and happiness. HWH, health, wealth, and happiness. And how many times when I say HWH and somebody says, what does that stand for? When I say health, wealth, and happiness, they like that. Because really, if we think about the genie in the bottle, if we found a magic lantern and we had 3 wishes, and he said, what do you wish for? We're going to say health, wealth, and happiness. Money, love, happiness. We want friends, we want family. So whether, I mean, we got a picture here of a guy sitting on a private jet. We might not want to go that far. To us, it just might mean sleeping at night without worrying about how the mortgage is going to get covered, or being able to grab your family and go on a vacation and buy those plane tickets, or redo your house. There's so many things that can mean. When you have the financial freedom, it gives you the emotional and the mental freedom, mental peace, and your health. How many of us know that sometimes in life we need more time? Sometimes we need more money. And when you run your own life, you don't have to ask a boss if you can take off to go to a funeral or be at the hospital with a loved one or go to a graduation. You don't have to ask anybody and risk them thinking it's not important. Health, wealth, and happiness. That's what we stand for. That's our mission for all of you. So we're positioned in something we call the gig economy. The gig economy is an on-demand economy. It's sharing. We use the mobile phones. There's so many things that you can do. But there's 6.5 million people in the US who are now involved in the gig economy. When I first heard this, I wasn't sure what it was. But we at HWH are in a new business model where the gig economy, you can see there with the orange puzzle piece, affiliate marketing, which is where you can pick up your phone and you can be an affiliate and you have a way to make extra money. But as I said, we're in network marketing, which means we have residual income. So what you really have is the best of 3 worlds. You have a way to make extra money when you want on your own time. You get to decide, no boss required. You drive yourself. You don't have somebody telling you what to do. You're in a gig economy where people are looking for a side gig, but you're positioned in network marketing, which gives you the promise of residual income. So when I first got here, here's a picture of me sitting in my office, and I had not really heard of the gig economy. I knew about network marketing and I knew about affiliate marketing. So I did what I always do when I don't understand something is I do a deep dive so I can really understand it. I bought this book written by John Fleming about, it's called The Ultimate Gig, and it explained it. And actually, this was not a posed picture. My assistant came in and saw me sitting there reading that book, and I was so engrossed in it, I didn't actually realize she was taking my picture. And then she sent it to me, and I thought, you know what? I just want to share this because this is what I think people need to do when you're trying to learn something, especially something new and something that's taken on. If there's 6.5 million people already involved in the gig economy, this is something I want to know about. And there's so many ways that you can market now that we didn't have years ago when I first got involved in business and marketing. Social media, create, like, share, influence. That's the way it works. Use your personal link for all your pictures and posts, and you want to be interesting. You don't want to post ads and commercials because that's not interesting to people. It's a new way of marketing, and you convert your audience into customers when you share from your heart and you're authentic and you're fun and you're funny and you're sharing with people things that really work for you and things that people are looking for and they're interested in. With the state of the world today, people are looking for humor and fun and truth and authenticity, and they want to feel safe. They want to protect their immune system. And if it means you get to stay home and work from home, from your home computer, that might be the way you want to go. And if you don't, I promise you, there's a lot of people that do. And one thing you can count on is the Clinton Howard Quality Assurance Laboratory. You can feel good that you are recommending the absolute very best products to your customers, to your friends, your family, your coworkers, your business associates, because Clinton Howard would not skimp on any raw materials. He wanted the very best building blocks for these products, and that tradition is carried on today. So I just want to make sure you know you can feel comfortable with that. You've got a company now with Mr. Chan involved, and he specializes in financial restructuring. He's written a couple of books. I can't read that because I don't speak Chinese, but his years of experience, he has a 45-year excellent track record. And I haven't read the book and I don't know all this history. And this is a very solid business reputation. China Gas, American Pacific Bank, SkyWest, Global Med Technologies. This is a substantial background, but here's what I know. Mr. Chan, I talk to him once a week, as I told you earlier. He's a family man. He cares about people. He calls me on video calls, on Zooms, on WhatsApp. And if one of my kids comes in the room, he wants to talk to them. He's interested in youth. He's interested in giving back. He's in this because he loves people and he really wanted to do something. He's the one that named the company HWH. Health, wealth, and happiness is his mission. And it was many of ours. I aligned myself with him because I knew he was the right person to carry on the vision of Clinton Howard. That's a little more about his background. You know, he's had a background of building all these big companies. For you, from where you sit, if you've got a home computer, your really number one job is you just have to figure out people how to join our calls. And we're here every single Wednesday night to help you. You talk to them, you encourage them, you invite them, you remind them with enthusiasm. Nobody wants to be bugged or nagged, but when you remind people because you really believe in it, they'll join you and you'll get a whole group of people involved. And then you get your welcome kit. If you haven't already, if you're brand new and you're just getting started, when you get your welcome kit, you'll get everything you need to get your business started. We do all the shipping and the packaging from here, but we just want you to have an attitude of positive expectancy. And, you know, one of my favorite coaches, Jimmy V, James Valvano, he used this phrase when he was talking to his basketball players about getting in the right position on the court. And he was telling them, you have to get in the right position because in order to win, you must first put yourself in a position to win. And when I first heard this, it translated to me into a solid business principle. Many people want money, they want to buy a home, they want freedom, but they're not in a position to win. They're in a position of going to a day job, having a boss, having to ask for things and not being able to control their income. So HWH can put you in a position to win in your life. So whether you want more money or more time or more mental peace or better health, it can put you in a position to win. This is your wild card Wednesday. It can be whatever you want it to be. You'll find us here every Wednesday night at 7:45 p.m. Central. If you've got questions, we've got answers. We'll submit them in the PowerPoint. And what I wanted to tell you is I actually showed you the wrong presentation tonight. Casey made some fabulous upgrades, but I pulled up the wrong one. But we still have next Wednesday to go back and complete because we've got some fun new slides to look forward to next week. But what you're going to see is the basic same presentation, because what we want you to do and we encourage you to do, and we hope you'll do, is put a lot of effort into inviting new people to join you on this call. And we'll do the presentation for you. We'll help you. And this will help you guys so that when you have new people, they don't have to be product experts. They don't have to have done all the research that Clinton Howard did. It's all here. We'll show people how to use the fact sheets, and we'll grow and we'll develop this call into more. So all you have to do is show up, find your time zone, 5:45 Pacific, 7:45 Central, and 8:45 Eastern. And thank you for your time and your attention. And your time is valuable, and we appreciate that you joined us tonight. Casey, thank you for all the great new slides you made. And I know everybody can't wait till next week to see them. So we'll make sure that we show them to you. But thank you all. And we'll see you here, right back here again next Wednesday night. I know some of you have team calls to get started just following this call. So we'll let you go. Sandy, did you get to see the rest of the slides?
Yes, I did.
Oh, good.
Thank
Okay.
you.
All right, everybody. Have a great night, and we'll see you next week. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks, Janine.
Bye.